Okay, hello. And I didn't really want to do this video, I'm just too tired, but the story goes on with the numbers, from the last few days, all the way from, well, it I don't know, it's just reference after reference after reference right now. Anyway, we're back at the dollar bill, and I want to just reference to, actually, it's today's date now, just turned midnight hour, it's the 5th of February, 2-5 today. Okay. Again, this is another Back to the Future reference, but we'll get to that in just a second. The first thing to note is the importance of Washington. Okay. I've shown you the dam fold in here with Washington. Okay, so this link potentially to the Hoover Dam with Washington. Okay. In the dollar bill, previous folds we've done and previous decodes, we know that on this side of the dollar bill we have 254 in the leaves, which is the 254th day of the year is 9/11. Okay, we can then jump this middle set of leaves, which is 155 right here, 155 day jump in the middle of here, takes us to these leaves down the side, which is February the 13th, 213. Okay, two cycles linking here. We've got the Fibonacci cycle linking with Lucas numbers. Okay, now why am I bringing this up now with the 2-5 today's dates reference? Okay, so we are moving up on 213 fairly rapidly right now, the 13th of February. But before we get to that point, and we've had so many little hot dates just recently, before we get to that point, we have, okay, this picture, this is what this down here is a picture frame, okay? A portrait frame, if you like. And this is facing forwards, this portrait frame. Now what they've done over here is they've got a sideways facing version of this portrait frame here. This is the side-on view of this frame, okay? But it's a side-on view still as a portrait frame, okay? This is the front-on portrait of Washington, yeah? Right here. This is the front portrait of Washington, right? This is $1 right here. This is the side-on portrait of Washington. The side-on portrait of Washington linking to our jump over to the start of a new cycle here with Lucas numbers. Okay. The side-on portrait of Washington is on the quarter. Okay, this is Washington on the 25-cent piece. Okay, so it's fairly, the number's there, okay, it's referenced. So 25 is referenced on the dollar bill right below 230. Okay, interesting stuff about this. Thickness 0.069 inches, diameter 0.955. Okay, look, edge 119 reads, the little dimples around the edge of that thing, 119, 9/11. Okay, so we don't need to sit on here and go through all the numbers here, but again, this is a silver coin. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of moon references. Okay, a lot of moon references, and again, this is a silver coin. Okay, like the moon is a silver coin. Okay, so we've got the date 2-5 potentially referenced. Okay, 2-5 is potentially referenced, in here in the dollar bill. Now recall that when we do our fold for the dam, here's our one marker here, here's our other marker here, and we're folding across from one side to the other, and it makes the dam out of Washington's chest, and the ruffles of the tie is the water coming over the dam, and his head forms the mushroom cloud. Okay? Note, right? Note this. This side of the dollar bill also joins up over to this side of the dollar bill. Okay? So not only do we have a reference to, with the number jump from 9/11 going this way, but we also have the idea of these two sides coming together. Yeah, so 9/11 coming together with the 213. We also have the 1 coming together with the 25 here, the 25. Yeah, the fold line is just right above this 25 here. Okay, so again, this is a pretty strong number in here. Okay, this is and it's not obvious. You would never pick this out in a million years unless you would realize that this is a portrait frame, and this is the side-on view of the portrait frame. The front view of the portrait of Washington is right here. The side view is on the 25-cent piece, the quarter. Okay. Okay. So we have today's date referenced. It's a good reference to do with the dam fold here. Okay. Let me show you something in Back to the Future, because in the first, this is funny because I've got the first 10 minutes up. This is the start of Back to the Future. In the first 10 minutes of Back to the Future, give or take a few seconds, as far as I'm aware, the quarter is referenced 4 times. So this idea of $1, the $1 being referenced with the quarter 4 times, and also the idea of referencing the quarter 4 times at the start of Back to the Future. Pay attention to what's going to happen here. Yeah, this is when the alarm bells have started ringing. The clocks are all going off right here in this part of this scene. Marty has just blown up. Yeah, he has just blown up the amplifier, the amp, the speaker. Okay, he's just blown that up, and now remember I showed you that in the previous video. Now just listen to what Doc says here. Okay.
Perfect! My experiment worked! They're all exactly 25 minutes slow!
Okay, I don't know if you made that out. Doc says his experiment worked. The clocks are all 25 minutes slow. Okay, so we have this first reference to 25 right here. Okay. It's actually also an 825 reference as well, but I'm not going to go into that right now. There's some it gets a bit more complicated, but it does still connect back to there's some more connections into February with the 825 as well, and some other connections with this particular scene, but I'm not going into that now. It's too much. So we've got this idea of 25, right? Now listen to what Marty says.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that it's 8:25?
Precisely!
Okay, now listen very carefully. Actually, just turn up the sound a bit down. Listen really carefully now.
Damn! I'm late for school!
Damn, I'm late for school. Okay, he's late. He's late. Okay, now I'll just whiz through the other 25 references as well. Okay, so but what we need to realize here is what he's just said. Actually, we need to pay attention to that because he's saying he's late. You know, we've just had really good numbers for 2-2. We've just had good numbers for 2-3 and 2-4. Okay, and he's saying he's late. Okay, he's late. So a 2-5 reference with the Hoover Dam would be very interesting. Okay, without all our other connections and the idea of the thing happening just a little bit late. Okay, let me show you something else. We want to go to Ah, yes, this part here. The Mountain Dew. And we have the 25 show up at this point here. Okay. With the Mountain Dew. Okay. What else do we got? Let's go to the Strickland scene. Again, this imagery here, the cup, the chalice, okay, the cup of Christ that is formed with the two faces, the face-off here, yeah, the negative space here. It's such a brilliant image because this truly is what the void is. It's negative space, okay. Now, this, if you've watched my stuff before, hang on a minute, let me just point this out one more time. Let me just draw this for you. So we're going to draw it backwards though. So if we draw the number 52 instead of 25, okay. Yes, I know this is painful for people that watch the channel all the time. Dan, you're always drawing this thing. Yeah, there is 52. Okay, pay attention that those are mirror reflections of one another as well, and then you simply fill this thing up with some liquid in here. And so the 25 is also a reference to the chalice, which is a reference to what we're stuck in right now, the dam. Okay, the cup needs to be turned up the other way. Okay, so 52 needs to become the other way around, 25. Okay, so the glass actually empties, if that makes sense. Yeah, 25. What's happened there? All the water is coming out of the glass. Yeah, can you make that out? So this again, the 25 is super important to the idea of the dam being breached. Okay, the rebirth, right? Obviously, it goes without saying that, you know, Christmas is on the 25th. Okay, probably maybe for this very reason. It just happens to work out on that date, you know. And then let's go to the final 25 right here. I'll just play a little bit.
Clock Tower. Mayor Wilson is.
Mayor Wilson, yes. Hang on a minute. Sponsoring a thing, initiative to save this clock tower. Okay. 30 years ago it was.
Lightning struck that clock tower, and the clock hasn't run since.
And get ready for it.
We at the Hill Valley Preservation Society.
Oh, I don't want to play too much, so I want to get copyright. Play a little
To be
bit.
preserved exactly.
Here we go. Get ready for it, and then we actually have a direct reference
The way it is,
to the quarter.
as part of our history and heritage.
There you go, lady. There's a quarter.
Okay. Okay. Is Marty late to his own birthday? Okay. There's the quarter going in. Is today potentially the day? I don't know. It's just, I'm going around in circles here. Okay. There's just so many little links that carry on and carry on and carry on. Okay. I don't think I had any interesting number jumps. No, I had a complete 25s. Oh, what was this one? Oh, I wanted to show you this. From 9/11 through to 25, okay, today's date is 148 days. This is the difference in a Pluto year to an Earth year. Just tack on 1.48 days. Okay, this is very important with the references to Pluto and this completion of the returning home of Pluto right now, okay, which is the completion of 248 years with the beginning of the United States of America. This as well, without, I can't really explain it super duper, well right now, but in Lucas numbers 148 shows up a bunch of times to do with other Pluto numbers. Let's put it that way, okay? And the 14th of August is exactly 28 days earlier than 9/11. Yeah, 28 days later is 9/11 from this date, getting the film reference. And what is going on is this is kind of, it's referenced in Lucas numbers. Not only is all these Pluto numbers referenced in Lucas numbers, but there is also number jumps that reference to Christmas as well. So this is very important with the relationship between these numbers. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Rambled enough. Anyway, probably nothing will happen, but you know, I got to do the video. I got to do the video because it's just part of the puzzle. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on another one soon. Right, cheers, bye.